Welcome to the Diana Firefly art exhibition. We're here in Kilburn, London, and it's going to be a very exciting night. Lots of red carpet interviews, and we're here in collaboration with Eurogench TV. And Diana Firefly is a movie producer from the US. She is an artist, a producer, and she is also a published author. And we're very honoured to be part of her show and her exhibition here in London. Hello, we are at the Diana Firefly exhibition, art exhibition in London. Diana is an American movie producer. She owns her own all-female movie company, and I had the great honour of being in one of her movies. But she's also an artist of many years, and tonight London is very honoured to have the launch of her fabulous exhibition here in Kilburn. What are your thoughts and feelings, Diana, about tonight so far?
I just am overwhelmed by the UK and how much love and support our women-owned studio has gotten here. And I'm just here to support women everywhere and talk about empowerment for women and our films, and talk about breast cancer awareness and just celebration of life.
I mean, you're a truly inspirational person. You've really, really inspired me, and you're my dear friend, I might add. She's absolutely wonderful. Can you tell us a little bit about how you got to being a movie producer? Because you're actually really breaking boundaries and doing something that nobody in the US has ever done before. And there's a real buzz about your studio company and your films. Can you tell us a little bit about the projects that you've been involved in the last year?
Well, I just feel like there is definitely a challenge for women in the industry, especially the film industry. And I feel like it takes so much for young women to fulfill their dreams and fulfill their careers. So we're kind of trailblazing for women everywhere. And I started this studio to change the industry because we feel like women need a chance to succeed in a male-dominated industry like the film industry. So we're just getting out there, we're breaking tradition, and we're doing horror films, which is something most women do not do. And we're doing a damn good job of it. So we're really excited. And tonight we're raising money for charity, and we're raising money to support studios and women everywhere. And so we're just having a blast, and we really appreciate everyone coming tonight, and we just love everyone so much. We just feel so supported here in the UK.
Yeah, I mean, your energy has been amazing. We could talk all night, literally. Exactly. I mean, let's talk about the exhibition, what it's about, what it represents, first of all, and also we need to talk about your book because you're a published author now as well. But let's focus on the launch tonight first of all, and then we'll talk a little bit about your book. Okay. Tell us about tonight and what it represents, like the title, you know, and all. I mean, your paintings are absolutely exquisite, absolutely exquisite. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, I believe that there is goddess in every woman. There is a goddess in every young woman, and we're embracing that tonight. So I have made works of art that explore the goddess in women. I've got women represented as like from Aphrodite to the Queen of North Africa. And we also have like Lady Godiva.
Yes.
And so really you could just embrace all of the paintings and look at them. We're raising money for charity, and we're just having a really good time with it. And also, besides doing the art, we have created 2 films and an audiobook and a regular book. And my children's book is also about empowering young women and empowering children to feel secure in a world that can sometimes be dangerous. My book, Over the Hills, and Far Away is a positive book, and it's also about stranger danger, which as a mother, I feel like children need to be aware of stranger danger, and that's my book, Over the Hills and Far Away. You can find my books everywhere online. And also our audiobook, which has Kirk Thatcher from Jim Henson Studios, Richard Ashton from Doctor Who, and it will follow my book. And it's an inspiration for me to see everyone embracing my book and my movie and my feelings about women empowerment so fabulously.
I know. I mean,
so happy.
You're involved in so many different projects, and you've been involved with some really big stars as well.
Yes.
With the animation, because not only do you do horror movies, but you also do animation as well. Shall we very quickly talk about that? You're so amazing. You're like Superwoman.
Well, one of our stars that I'm really proud of is Tim Curry. I don't know if anyone in the whole world doesn't know his name. So Tim Curry is in our film Dagon Troll World Chronicles, and this film is hand-drawn 2D animation. We also have another star in our film, Doug Bradley. He's from Hellraisers. And then we have Animation God, which is Bryce Papenbrook. He's in Demon Slayer and also 45 other animated films from Funimation. So that we're really proud of that, and I'm one of the character developers and co-writers of the film. I also animated it and drew the characters. Another film we have is our zombie film, and that stars Bobby Batson from 90 Minutes of Heaven, and my daughter Britt created this film and directed it.
Yeah, I mean, it's in the family. You're all really, really creative, both your daughters, yourself. I think you've really inspired them, but they're really intelligent, wonderful, empowered young ladies. So you must be really proud. Not only are you a successful businesswoman in the creative industry, but you're also a great mum.
One thing that I want to stress today is that we hire minorities, and we hire diversity, and we support LGBTQ. Also, I want to say that you yourself, Aysen, and my friend Louise White are in my films. I do hire people who have very small acting careers. I think you had acted in a few films, but we do not look at just stars. We look at minorities, we look at diversity, and we look at talent, and you have a great talent as an actress. I could see you in many films. And I put Aysen and Louise White in both my films, and I think they did a fabulous job.
Oh my God, you're amazing. And the last thing I want to talk about is your outfit. You're looking absolutely amazing. You are like really on point when it comes to your fashion, and you do some really lovely edgy things you wear, and you're looking really beautiful. Tell us about the color pink.
I am wearing color pink tonight, even though everyone else is in like darker colors, because of breast cancer awareness. So that's kind of where I got my power tonight, is from the pink. Pink power.
Pink power, definitely. And you're a very inspiring, empowering woman. Thank you very much, Diana, for taking some time and doing this interview with us. We hope you enjoy your wonderful opening in London, and we hope to see you again in London, hopefully, next year.
Absolutely, and thank you so much. You did a wonderful job.
Thank you. Hello, we're at the Diana Firefly art exhibition opening tonight, and I'm really honoured to have a fabulous actor with me now. Would you like to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about how you got to know Diana?
Absolutely. Well, years ago when I was still starting out making my actual career, voiceovers, acting and the like, I was contacted on Facebook to do an audiobook. And that is a new book that's just been published, Over the Hills and Far Away. The audiobook's still in production, but when it comes out, it's going to be excellent, and you'll have my sultry tones.
Yeah, you've got a fabulous voice, I must say.
Thank you very much.
And can you tell us a little bit about what you've been in, and a little bit of advice for budding actors out there?
Sure thing. Well, I've not I wouldn't say been in anything too upmarket. I'm very much just treading the boards, going as I go. Last week I was in a musical in Bristol, which was a jukebox musical from the band Bowling for Soup.
That sounds interesting.
I thought it was delightful. I got to play two characters. One, funnily enough, called Chris, and that was delightful because I got to speak like I'm from Texas, and I got to speak like I was having a good time, and I got to sometimes improvise certain lines at certain points. And then I got to also play a horrible little gremlin child called Cody, and he spoke like this. He was like, "Hey, coach, what's going on?"
I love your voices. You're very good.
Thank you very much.
That must have been really fun.
I really enjoyed it. I love anything that lets me play multiple characters, but especially when I can do different kinds of accents, because anytime someone's learning about something or studying, there's something that really locks itself in. For me, it was accent work, and I just find it so delightful.
Yeah, definitely. You seem like a very talented young actor. What do you think about tonight and the exhibition and the fact that it is like a networking for all creatives from all different genres of, film industry, artwork, there's people from the fashion industry. What do you think about that, us all merging together and coming together for tonight?
I think it's kind of great, because I feel like most people getting engaged in any kind of creative anything are interested in other creative exploits, and anything that gets people gelling together, talking about their individual things, lets you find these little notes in between, because everyone has some shared connection with some form of creative art. But at least that's what I think. I also might be a pretentious...
No, I think that's fabulous. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy your evening. Thank you very much for being part of our red carpet interviews.
It's been a delight. I will see you later. Bye.
Bye, thank you. Hello, we're at the Diana Firefly art exhibition here in Kilburn, London, and I'm very happy to introduce a very famous actor I hear and director. Would you like to introduce yourself to our audience?
Yes, absolutely. Hello, I'm Jason Farries, director and actor, yes, of course. I suppose I'm best known for directing an Inspector Calls and Homesick, which you can catch on Amazon Prime. And you may recognize me from The Haunting of Margam Castle or Jack in the Box, two horror films which are circulating right now, and I won't spoil anything, but I meet some tragic fates in both of them, so go check them out.
Yeah, definitely. What do you think about the fact that Diana is in the horror film industry? And I know that for women, that's not very popular. What do you think about more women coming into the horror genre? What do you think about that? Your thoughts and feelings?
Oh, absolutely. Everyone should be in the horror genre. The horror genre is so much fun. It is the place where you can be the most creative, because horror, if you take horror seriously, you get something that's really terrifying, and that's just an exhilarating experience. But then if you do something which is totally bonkers and off the wall, then, you can really have a great laugh with horror as well. And there's a million examples of just absolutely cracking horror comedies. Edgar Wright and his Shaun of the Dead, and also Hot Fuzz, are some of the top of all time, and they are these graphic horrors, but you're just splitting your sides the whole time. Yes, more women, yes, more men, everyone in horror. That's a great idea.
I mean, I must admit, I'm very proud of the British film industry and what we produce. When you say with the sort of the comic horror genre, I think it's fantastic. So it's great. Is it easy for a director in this current climate to be involved in film and the film industry? What's your thoughts about that currently?
Gosh, it's always been tricky to be creative. I think anyone who's in a creative medium will agree with that. You always have to find some way to be creative. And I think, on the one hand, we have so many platforms to exhibit our stuff now. If you have some very basic kit, you can make a really decent movie with friends on a very low budget and just put it out there for the world to see. There's platforms like YouTube, Amazon Prime, even Netflix is taking a lot of independent content. But at the same time, we're so oversaturated with media, and there's so much more competition that it's hard to be heard amongst the noise. So, yeah, I would say that it's as challenging as it's ever been, but it's also, there's so many new opportunities, so no one should shy away from the challenge.
Is that your advice to people who want to be in the industry? Because it is quite daunting, isn't it, for a young person? You know, a lot of the times when somebody's in school and they say, I want to be an actor, or I want to be a director, or I want to be a producer, it's like, oh yeah, you can, but just do it in your spare time. You won't make a lot of money out of it. What would you say to people that say that, to young people?
I think that, you know, money is the last thing you should be thinking of. You know, life isn't about money. Life isn't about, you know, how much profit you can make. In the end, if you want to be creative, that is your soul. That's your expression. And 100%, you know, you should be able to express yourself as creatively as possible. And what I've learned is that, you know, your career as a creative is an accumulation of your entire life. And you're going to look back on your life and you're going to say, you know what? I don't care I didn't make that much money. I care that I made this film, that I made all of these pieces of art, these pieces of wonderful expression that have been collaborations with friends, with loved ones, with other passionate people. So, God, forget the money. Just be creative, always.
Oh, I love that advice. That's wonderful advice. Thank you so much. Can you tell us a little bit about your future projects or what you're involved in currently? We talked about some of the stuff that's coming out. Anything in the future?
We have a few things in the pipeline. So from my directing point of view, we got 2 projects in the works. One of them is much more ambitious, and the funding is part of that process. So watch this space. The other one, we're sort of going back to our roots. We're getting collaborative. We're going to make on a low budget, and we're just going to shoot on whatever level that we can, and that's a horror, which is a beautiful thing. So we're maybe hopping over to Ireland, and we're going to do some sort of horror over there that is still in the writing process, but we're really enthusiastic about it. And then in terms of my acting projects, I'm back on stage, which is wonderful. I haven't been on stage since 2019. So we're back doing that, and that is a play all about the treatment of women in war. So it's very poignant, and it's all about Ukraine as well. So it's called Bad Roads. It's performing in Birmingham. So very topical, kind of hard-hitting piece, very kind of gruesome. And then equally, we're waiting on a film to start shooting. Hopefully that's going to be happening anytime this summer. And that is heading to Netflix. We got some really cool people on that project. Sean Dooley is starring, Fennella Woolgar, and they've already shot some scenes. They've shot some scenes in the Houses of Commons at Parliament. So big things moving in that direction, which is like, I'm dead excited for. I'm dead excited for, but all sort of in the pipeline, all in the works. So yeah, in the next year or 2, you should be seeing a lot more of what we're working on.
Excellent, excellent. I can see it in your eyes and your expression. You love what you do. And I think that's the message that you're giving us tonight, that if you do what you love, you will be a success in it. I wish you the best of luck. I absolutely love it. If there's any little projects you want a little role, because I did a little role in one of Diana's horror movies. I was like this avid reporter who like took this poor like videographer down with her to find these like zombies in the caves, and then I died.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler
and then
alert!
I died.
We're going to have to watch that.
Then I'm your girl.
That sounds brilliant.
What do you think? I mean, obviously you've just arrived, but there's artwork here, and we're collaborating. We've got lots of different creatives from the industry, from modelling, from the modelling industry, fashion industry, to music, to acting, to art. What do you think about that? Do you think that's a good idea?
Oh, I love being amongst creative people. And absolutely, I think that if you're a creative, I dabble a little bit in painting and artwork. I love to draw. And it's, again, it comes back to expression. Nobody is one thing in this business. I am a director, I'm an actor, I do a little bit of editing and artwork. Diane, clearly, very talented actress, also talented painter. I can see so much of the stuff going around. Just from glimpsing the walls, I'm like, stunning, powerful, colorful, clearly a lot of feminine icons, which is incredibly powerful. The greatest artists of all times used feminine, iconic imagery. So, you know, I think we're in the presence of someone who has a fantastic eye, and clearly we're in the presence of people who greatly appreciate that as well. So, I love being here, and I love to see all of this still happening and still in the works.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for being part of our red carpet interviews. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, we're at the Diana Firefly Art Exhibition in Kilburn, London, and we have Victoria Trax with us. She's going to be singing. She was on The Voice Kids, wasn't it, that you were on? And you were also in Paris with us, and London Fashion Weeks. So I know Victoria really, really well. You're really, really talented. Tell us about what you've been doing recently.
Yes, so just a lot of things been happening. New music. I went into more like dance music scene now, so I'm working a lot with DJs, with producers, gigging in clubs. I'm quite a regular now at Liberty nightclub, and yeah, I've been doing the kind of London Fashion Week and Paris Fashion Week with Samina, and it's just been great. Just loads and loads of new and good opportunities coming, and I'm working on new music as usual. So.
And you're going to be singing for us tonight at this event. What do you think about the art exhibition? I don't know if it's your first time seeing an art exhibition. What do you think about that creative collaboration?
Yeah, I absolutely love it. I love the kind of like women empowerment theme that Diana has here. I love, I've got my like few favorites here, but yeah, I love kind of like connecting like the two kind of art worlds. Obviously, like me as a kind of like creative, singer, songwriter, and Diana. So I'm just kind of really happy to kind of do my kind of creative side here, sing few of my originals here, and like be kind of in between all this like art going on here. So it's just loads of art, loads of positivity and empowerment.
Yeah, definitely. What do you think about the artwork?
It's great. I love it. I love the colors. It sends a like strong message, and I'm really looking forward to see even more and seeing where it goes. Yeah.
Well, good luck for tonight. You're absolutely amazing. I love your voice, and you look beautiful as usual. Thank you, Victoria, for being part of our red carpet interviews.
Thank you so much. Thanks, guys.
Right, we're at the Diana Firefly Art Exhibition here in Kilburn, London. It's really buzzing here, and I'm really honoured to have a special VIP guest with me. If you'd like to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do.
Yes. Hi, my name is Jade, and I'm physio and investor. So I'm very enjoy very much today. First time in my experience of life with the art. I'm interested, and I like about 4 of them. But one top one, so thank you.
So you're thinking of buying one then? You like one? Which one do you like?
Top 4 over there, yeah. With the Haven one. The Haven, the best, yeah.
You like that? Oh, that's fantastic. Have you had a nice time today at the launch?
Oh, absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for inviting.
Thank you. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you. Right, we're at the Diana Firefly Art Exhibition, and we've got a very buzzing room, lots of creatives from different areas of the industry, and I'm very happy to have a VIP guest with us. If you could just tell our audiences a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Yes, I can. My name's Natasha Rose Mills, and I was in Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey as Jess.
And how does it feel to be an actress in London currently? What's the current climate for an actress?
I think there's some difficulties sometimes because it's a hard industry to be in. But if you've obviously got determination, then you can go a lot further. But also it's also about taking care of yourself and recognising that there's a lot of rejection there as well.
Yes, definitely. But obviously you've been a real success. and your movie is going to be on Netflix, I believe. Can you tell us a little bit about your role and what you did within the film and what genre film it was?
Yes, I can. So the film has done really well. It has had a lot of press, unexpected. We didn't realise it was going to get so much press. It's been featured in Variety, Rolling Stones magazine, and also just under 1 million in the box office on Mexico. And number 3 in the box office in America too. So I played Jess in Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and it's a horror film. And the film was an experience, really. I was the best friend of Maria. I was very much the empath friend. I was the supportive friend, but also the motherly type that was always the one that is going to take a little bit of control. So there's a scene where she does take that control in the start of it. She takes the phones off the girls to say, this is why we're here. So she shows that that's the maternal side of her. And then throughout the film, she is that supportive type trying to help Maria overcome. Because there's 2 different stories. There's Christopher Robin and Winnie the Pooh and Piglet, them growing up together. And then there's the other story with Maria overcoming the trauma after the stalker. So she was running away from a stalker, and she was told to actually get some time away. So there's 2 different stories. So I was helping her through that. And then obviously there was a lot of trauma, and she went on this journey to not knowing what was actually going to happen next.
Wow. It sounds like it's quite an empowering role, though, and quite an interesting role, because it's not like very like 3-dimensional. She's got lots of different dimensions to her character, so it must have been very interesting from an actress's point of view. Do you have any future projects in the pipeline?
So I do. I can't really say much at the moment. I'm working on a drama film and also a thriller, another thriller. So that's all I can kind of say at the moment. But I do like the dimensional different characters where you can play something a little bit different. Like one in particular I did play, which was Return of Krampus, when I was Lisa in that film. And there's 2 different sides of her character, personality. You didn't know what side she was actually on. And I liked playing that because you got 2 different sides. And I suppose you're kind of playing with the borderline personality. And it's interesting, really.
Yeah, very, very good. What do you think about the industry generally for women? Like, obviously, it's quite a hard industry anyway. But as a woman, is it more tough or is it easier, especially in London? What do you think about that? Your thoughts?
I say that it's very competitive. It is, and I think if you're a woman around the ages of 25 to 30, there's a lot of actually from say 18 to 30, there's a lot of competition. Whereas as you get older, the competition starts to drop, and the reason being is because a lot of people do leave the industry. But if you have determination, then you're more likely to actually get further.
Definitely. Well, anyway, it's been really lovely talking to you. What do you think about the exhibition?
Beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. Yeah, I love the pictures.
Yeah, it's very empowering, isn't it? It's all about women empowerment, embracing women. It's quite colourful. A lot of people have said it's colourful. Do you have any favourites?
Oh, I can't really say because there's so many. They're absolutely gorgeous. And they tell stories as well. So when you're looking at them, I think sometimes you just get lost in the picture.
Oh, it's wonderful that you've been part of our red carpet interviews. Thank you very much. A real honour, and good luck with the films that we'll be watching out for it and watching it. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having me.
Hi, we're here with Leighton Benter. We're at Diana Firefly's art exhibition. First night. You've been a real support to me. So first of all, I'd like to say thank you to you.
No,
You've got such a kind heart. I can't tell you. Your energy is just awesome.
Aysen, I appreciate you. No, I was very, I knew how important this project was to Aysen, and of course she's been a very good supporter of mine as well. A short period of time, I wanted to, come out and support you, to just let you know that there is someone that does see and not just only just acknowledge that there's a lot more depth behind everything.
Oh, thank you. Can you tell us, I mean, obviously, I came to your documentary premiere and it was a really moving night. There was a lot of people there that were truly inspired by you. Can we just quickly talk about your documentary and obviously what you do, because you're an extremely successful artist and you're very talented. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about your documentary.
Sure. So my documentary is called The Late Inventor Documentary. It came out, it was premiered last year at the Private Lounge in Bromley South, December the 2nd. And it was basically about myself, my growing up. It's also exposing also the industries and also the secret societies that exist. And because I've always been about standing in my righteousness, and it comes to leading. And not only that, but you're here to basically to leave something for the future generations coming into this world. So I knew how important it was with regards to contributions and services and inputs, because I'm all about, you know, speaking my truth unapologetically, even if others disagree. So that's always been the journey for me throughout my independent journey as an artist, a songwriter, actor, entrepreneur. You can't really put a string to a bow, because I feel that there's many expressions that is there to contribute and heal the world. And that's a very big thing for me when it comes to standing firm in your purpose, even if others perceive you less. Because when it comes to dedicating your life to the world, your life is actually on the line because of the things you expose. So I'm not afraid when it comes to the journey of mine, because I feel it's important to sow the seeds now than later, because as we are transitioning into this crazy technological wise world, we need to let everybody know what we are dealing with now than later, so we can help prevent things from not happening in a non-healthy form. But honestly, this is everything that I dedicate soulfully, and this is not just about things that I do or say that I do, but this is something I move with purpose every single day, and people will never understand what goes on behind closed doors in order to reflect the results that's given.
For sure, for sure. And it's wonderful. I mean, you're a very successful singer, but you do stand out and you do speak your truth. And we have a huge respect for you for that, because this industry is really, really tough. What do you think about tonight and the fact that we've got creatives from all walks of life, from the music industry, fashion industry, actors, artists? What do you think about us all coming together?
You know what, first of all, I just want to actually say I'm here to support Aysen, and also a shout out to my brother Eugene as well, you know, because I know it took a lot of time, you guys putting this all together. So, you know, and I love you both very dearly, so I wanted to be here, not only just obviously with the networking and everything, because that comes naturally with what we do, but at the same time I wanted to be here to let you know that, you know, there is someone that really sees more than just beyond your own vision, and that there's someone who has the heart to understand the uncertainties that really go on, that people will not even think or even question, but only see the physical results. So I feel, as everyone coming together, I feel this is always an opportunity. At the same time, it's very important to observe the energies around and also the intentions of the people, know exactly where your tribes are at and who is going to be gravitating, who you gravitate, because it will also leave an effect of the outcome for how your outcomes are going to be on your journey. But I feel this is a great night. It's a big turnout. You can hear a lot of people in the background, so my voice might be sunk in, you know. But you know, it's great. I'm really pleased to be here, and I know this will be a very successful event.
Oh, thank you very much, Laser, for all your support.
Yeah,
You're wonderful.
anytime.
Thank you. Great honour to be part of our red carpet interview.
Woo! All right.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
We're here at the Diana Firefly exhibition, and we're with the lovely Aaliyah from Integrity Magazine, CEO of Integrity Magazine, a dear friend of mine, and also Magali, and you're like an amazing woman, lawyer, business lady in the fashion industry as well. Can I just have your thoughts about tonight?
I'm loving it. I think the art is absolutely amazing. You know, each piece has got a story and a piece of soul inside it, and you can see Dinah in every single piece of art here tonight. So it's been really amazing to see all of her creativity.
Yeah, and you really are a big supporter of her. You're featuring her in your magazine. What do you think about the fact that there's like this real buzz at the moment with the fashion industry, the arts, acting, everybody sort of coming together and doing a lot more collaborations? I think you are one of the people that really was at the forefront of this. What are your thoughts and feelings about that?
No, it's about time. I think, with COVID, a lot of people shut down and everybody became so closed off with each other. So now we're opening back up to accepting people back in our lives. People don't want to do Zoom meetings. They want to meet face to face and have a conversation. And, your eyes are your soul. I don't want to do business with somebody if I can't see your soul when I'm looking at you. So it's important to have face to face meetings. And collaboration is key in any industry. If you're not meeting the right people and networking and finding different circles, you're just going to remain in the same one. So it's great that it's coming out of this.
Thank you very much for your thoughts. That's amazing. And also, if you could just tell us a little bit about yourself. You're here with Aaliyah, and I know that you're very much involved in lots of different things.
Yeah, thank you very much. So my name is Magali. I run a charity called Bridging Gaps Together. We are relaunching our website. We're helping young people and anybody actually with business solutions. That's why I'm behind Aaliyah and helping her with the fashion and industry, but I'm also a chartered accountant, tax advisor, financial advisor, and lots of other things. I'm also a life coach, and I enjoy lots of things like art. I think celebrating women is a beautiful thing, and we're here to work together, and that's why I'm helping Aaliyah and any other women that are willing to make a difference. So,
that's very empowering. And that's what I loved about Aaliyah. Like, she's very supportive, and you are as well, of course, in empowering women and, supporting women and all the different things that you do. So thank you very much. And, and you're involved in Dinah. You've actually been in some of her projects as well, haven't you?
I was in the film with Tim Curry, Dragon Troll World Chronicles, which will be out, and then I'll be in the new zombie film too.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Cool character, so that'll be awesome.
Yeah, we look very much forward to it. Thank you very much, Aaliyah, and thank you very much for being part of our red carpet interviews. Thank you, ladies. Hello, we're at the Diana Firefly Art Exhibition here in Kilburn, London. I'm absolutely honoured to be with Miss World, and she's looking absolutely perfect. No wonder she's Miss World. You're so gracious and glamorous. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure, I am Andrea King. I am the reigning Miss World Guyana, born and raised in Georgetown, Guyana, which is a country in South America. I am 26 years old, and not only am I the reigning Miss World, but I'm also a project manager back home and the founder of a nonprofit organization called Project Flow, which is a financial literacy organization geared towards educating children in Guyana about financial literacy to help them build a better future for themselves.
Wow, you're very empowering, and at such a young age. How did you get into the beauty pageant world?
Well, interestingly enough, I was never really interested in beauty pageants per se. I had my first pageant experience when I was 9 years old with my mom. We attended what was called the Mother and Daughter pageant, which is held on the Sunday before Mother's Day. That was my first and only pageant experience. But ever since I was a little girl, I always fancied the Miss World competition because of how well-rounded and empowered the national winners are, and that's something I always aspired to be. So the Miss World competition was always very attractive to me, and I didn't plan on being a beauty queen, but I guess I just followed my dream and fate landed me here. So I'm currently the national winner for the Miss World Guyana competition.
That's absolutely amazing. And you know what? The fact that it's not just about the external beauty, but you're a very intelligent, well-rounded individual, and having internal beauty is also very important, and having ambition. So I'm really pleased that in the end you did get involved, because this is what we need, this sort of representation in the fashion industry, in pageants. what do you think about today? Because obviously this is about women empowerment. What do you think about this art festival and this exhibition tonight, the launch?
Right, I think it's absolutely beautiful. I've never been to anything like this. We don't have these types of exhibitions back home in Guyana. But I do love art, and whenever I travel, I always try to visit museums and art exhibits to really see what artists around the world have out there. So I'm so happy tonight that I was able to be here, invited by Louise as a guest, to see Diana's work, and I think the pieces are so unique. You can see her passion coming out in every piece of artwork, and it's so diverse, and it's really empowering to see women can express themselves through different mediums, and to see an artist like this put out such meaningful and beautiful work. It's really inspiring, and I just love to see women achieve great things like this.
Oh, that's wonderful. You've really honoured us by being part of our exhibition today, and I wish you the very best of luck. What's your future plans?
My future plans, short term, to do my best in the Miss World stage, representing my country, representing the work that I believe in, and thereafter I want to continue doing good work back home by starting a business that does corporate social responsibility to help women, because I'm all about women empowerment and youth empowerment. And eventually I want to set up another nonprofit foundation that helps students in education in Guyana, because I'm really passionate about children getting education that they need, and some of them don't have the means to get that, so it really takes persons in the community to step up and to help them.
Absolutely, that's absolutely wonderful. Thank you very much, and good luck with all of it, and please come back and tell us all about it. Thank you for being part of our red carpet interviews.
Thank you so much, and I just want to say thank you to the Miss World Guyana organization for making it possible for me to be here, and thank you to my mom. I know she's going to be back home looking and cheering me on, so thank you so much to all of you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, we are at the Diana Firefly Art Exhibition, and we have the brains behind this wonderful art exhibition today. We have Eugene here, and you're looking absolutely fabulous, Eugene.
Thank you so much, Aysen. Very kind.
Yes, can you tell us a little bit about your outfit and what meaning it has? Because I know everything that you do has a deep, profound meaning, and you're an absolutely talented artist anyway, and we're very honoured to have you part of this exhibition.
Thank you so much. Yes, so my name's Eugene, or EA, as some people call me. Yes, when Diana wanted to do this exhibition, I got excited to help her out, to help her expose her work. And of course, with your wonderful self and with your own help, I'm so happy for us to be at this point where we have so many people joining in to share in the beautiful talent of Diana. Yes, I'm a visual artist, and as you know, I have many different types of looks and personalities that I represent in my work or when I'm out at an event like this. And today I'm influenced by the idea of peace, so I went for the color white. And since right now in England the sun is beginning to come out, this is why I've got the yellow on my face. But yes, everything that I do together is meaningful, it's cultural, and it's meant to educate and hopefully enlighten people.
Yeah, you always make me think, and you attract a lot of attention, but at the same time you're very you almost walk through the crowd, but you've got your this sort of dignity about you, Eugene, with your art, because so you don't know, honestly, you don't you're not very loud with it, you just do it, and you let the person interpret what they want to interpret, and I think that's why you're so moving, because everything that you do is very well thought through.
You're so kind.
And without you, we couldn't have done this exhibition today.
Well,
your support has been absolutely phenomenal.
It's, like I said, it's a complete pleasure. You know, there's nothing that gives me greater joy than to see other people also thrive. And I think, this is once again a time for Diana to shine, for yourself to shine, for Brit, Diana's daughter, to shine, and for us to come together and, make things happen. I'm really excited.
I mean, what do you think about the fact that we're collaborating also with fashion people here? There's actors, actresses, there's artists, there's musicians, and it seems to be after COVID that we're all collaborating a lot more.
Absolutely.
Can you tell me a little bit about your thoughts about that?
I think it's incredible, and this is exactly what the world needs. It needs to see people doing stuff so that, you know, it encourages and inspires other people to do stuff. And I think COVID, you know, the 2 years or however long it was, all of us being locked in was such a terrible time. That really never allowed us to be as expressive as we could, to see each other and to encourage each other. So to have passed through that time, to be in this time where we can meet, you know, breathe the same air in the same space, I think this is what inspiration is all about.
Thank you very much for your support.
My pleasure.
Any future projects that you have that you can talk about?
Yes, I mean, I've got a very unique project that I'm working on right now. And it involves myself creating a different persona, different to what you see right now. And that persona will have a whole series of works which perhaps have never been seen before. So I'm going for, you know, very unique stuff that will just blow the imagination. Yeah.
Wow, I'm very excited.
No, I can't wait to
watch
show
this space.
Absolutely.
Eugene, you're always very forward thinking.
Yes, no,
you're at the forefront of cutting edge and really bringing art to people's attention, but with a strong message. And I know that you do a lot for the community. You do a lot of things for children as well. Can you tell us a little bit about your involvement in education as well?
Yes, so, you know, when I was at secondary school, before I would finish, a lot of young people used to come to me to look at me draw, to watch me paint, and they would want to learn from me. But I realized that at that point that I had such a powerful effect on young people that I made it as part of my life's ambition to help young people, to encourage them, to make them know how possible their own dreams and abilities, you know, how far we can push them. So I mentor maybe like about 40 young people, all completely for free. You know, some are artists, some are actors, you know, some are in this room actually. And so yeah, it's a thing that just gives me so much joy, as I said, to see other people thrive, because it means that I can also learn a lot from their journey. And yeah, for me, it's all about being open and just bringing people in, you know, into our world, and we also enter into other people's world. We learn together, we grow together, we discover together.
That's amazing. Thank you very much for being part of our red carpet interviews, Eugene, and for being such a dear friend to me and such a support in this industry. We need to all collaborate and help each other and support each other, and you are my rock, honestly. So thank you. Thank you for being you. Thank you, Eugene. Hello, we're at the Diner, Firefly, our exhibition, and I have a VIP guest with me.
My name is Ricardo P. Lloyd, and I'm an actor and presenter and writer.
Yes, and we've crossed paths before, haven't we, at various events. What have you been up to since then?
So what have I been up to? I just shot a BBC comedy, which is meant to commence in the next month or 2 months. So I shot that with a famous model, her name's Eunice Alamende, and she cast me as one of the main characters in her BBC comedy. I also just performed at Greenwich Museum as a famous kind of violinist of the 17th century, and I've just been writing and, you know, just doing just different bits within the industry.
Wow, so you've been really, really busy. We spoke about this before. It's a really tough industry, isn't it?
Very, very tough.
What can you say to young people out there that want to get involved in the creative industry as encouragement?
I'll just say, just be true to who you are, because the industry will try to mold you and shape you into what it wants you to be, but when you know yourself, I think that will carry you, because that's your USP, and there's no one that is like you in the world.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Any future projects? Because you've been very busy currently. What's in the future?
So, like I said, I have a BBC comedy that's, you know, meant to come out, but other than that, I'm just working on myself really. I think it's the most important thing as an artist, as creators, to work on yourself consistently. But hopefully, I hope to do another documentary. This time for TV. So I'm just trying to work on that kind of stuff in the background.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much for being part of our red carpet interview.
How you finding it today?
Yeah, it's been really intense, really busy, but so much fun. I love doing what I do. Diana is not only inspiration to me, but a very dear friend. I was involved in one of her movies. I'm trying to get more into acting, and it's tough. Being in the fashion industry for many years, I've decided to get into a bit of acting, and Diana's been like my mentor for that. As you can see, her artwork is all about women empowerment. What do you think about the artwork?
I think her artwork is almost like it puts you in a different time zone. You know, you can see the fantasy, but you can also see the historical elements in her pieces, which is
that one over there. That's been inspired by me. What do you think about that one?
That's inspired by you?
Yes, that's me. That's me.
I think there's.
Did you? Yeah, it's picked up.
Yeah, true essence of you in there.
Do you like it? Me naked on a horse. What do you think?
I do like it. It's very sensual, isn't it? Very sensual.
Yeah, well, hopefully. I mean, yeah, she's very complimentary, I think, of all women, and she embraces women of all different shapes and sizes. And I think being from the fashion industry, we're under a lot of pressure, aren't we, to be a certain way, to be slim, to be tall. So, yeah, I think it's empowering to have this sort of artwork.
It very is, it very is, and I'm just like trying to take it all in as we speak about it.
Yeah. It's very colourful, isn't it?
Very colourful. She really plays with just different things, whether that's like mythology and stuff like that in her pieces, which is very captivating.
For sure. Thank you very much. Thank you. We're here at the Diana Firefly art exhibition, and I have an amazing artist with me. Thank you very much for being part of our red carpet interviews. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, my name's Geisha Davis, and I'm an artist, a theatre designer and a performing artist from Britain's Got Talent and many other TV shows around. I recently graduated in St Martin's and did a master's in theatre, and now I'm here. I've done a lot of collaborations with Eugene in the past and in the future as well.
Yeah, I mean, your performance, I remember when we had the Global Summit, you did a most amazing performance. Can you tell us a little bit about your performances and the meaning behind it? Because you do some really amazing artwork, and it has such meaning behind it. I love it. I was mesmerised by you that night.
My music that I write is written by true events that I've had in my life or I've seen. And the one that you saw was probably Humpty Dumpty. And it's about an egg who fell off of a wall, and it was to give us a message. And the message was to not end up like Humpty Dumpty, who fell and cracked his head. And there, behold, he ended up a crackhead.
Thank you very much for coming tonight. What do you think about this exhibition and the collaboration? Obviously, there's lots of people from the fashion industry, from the arts, from music. Do you think that's a good idea?
I think it's a wonderful idea. I really love the energy of the paintings. Really taken me in. The music was good, the singing was good, the people are lovely. And thank you for inviting me.
Oh, thank you. Your energy is so positive, and I love what you do. Thank you very much for being part of our red carpet interviews. Thank you.
Okay, thank you as well. Take care.
Right, welcome to the Diana Firefly Art Exhibition. We're in Kilburn, London, and I'm really honoured to have Arif with me here. We've been doing, yes, he's a very dear friend, and we've been collaborating recently for your brand. Can you tell us a little bit about your brand?
Well, my brand is Ultimate Force. It's about my life, the trials and tribulations, adverse I've had in my life, the injuries that I came back from, the people I've protected all over the world. So I should have been dead a long time ago, but the will, spirit, ultimate force, the force within me. So it represents my brand. And I'd like to thank people that support me. Aysen Djemal, I'd like to thank you personally for supporting my brand. And hopefully we're going to go live soon.
Yes, definitely, definitely. Your brand is very, like I said before, it's not just a clothing brand. There's a meaning and message behind it, and because of that, you know, obviously I wanted to support you, but you are a very good person, you're very supportive, we come from the same community, and it's really good for us to, you know, support each other and collaborate. What do you think about the art exhibition tonight and Diana's artwork?
Fantastic, it's very colourful. Got some colourful people here as well that represent the artwork. Fantastic, some lovely work.
Did you have a good time?
Yeah, fantastic time. It was a good time.
Yeah, thank you very much for being here, for supporting us, for being part of the VIP interviews.
Thank you very much for your time, Aysen.
Thanks. Welcome to the Diana Firefly exhibition. We've been here all night. It's still buzzing in here, and we're in London, and I'm really happy to have one of our VIP guests here. Can you tell our audiences a little bit about yourself?
Hi, my name is Dwayne Thomas. I've been acting for about 10 years. Also a film producer, and also work in the security industry. I'm currently working on a few feature films and 2 short films, which I can't really comment too much about, but I'll keep you plugged.
Yeah, it's very exciting. I've heard little bits and pieces about it, but obviously it's difficult, isn't it, before something comes out, to talk too much about it. Can you tell us a little bit about your past projects or any future projects?
I've collaborated with Raya Films and Candid Broad Productions. We've got a film currently out called Surveilled, Cast and Kill, and Best Geezer will be launching in June. So that's all I could say from Rare Films.
Fantastic. Have you had a nice time tonight here at the exhibition?
Most definitely. I've enjoyed it. Seen a few old faces, met some new friends, all art and film related. And I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? What I really like about tonight is it's an art exhibition, but there's people from film, there's people from music, the fashion industry, and we've all come together. And it is nice because London, although it's a very big place, it's actually quite a small place. And everyone knows everybody, and it's been nice to like catch up with old friends and obviously meet new friends from across the pond, as they would say. Is there any favourites that you have from the art pieces or anything else you'd like to say about them?
I'm trying to remember. There's one on, apart from the one on the horse, because everyone's been saying that.
That's actually meant to be
I was going to ask that because I thought it looked very much like you.
Yes, yes.
And I do remember Brittany saying you did models, so I thought it's definitely you.
So that's me.
That's one of my favourites.
So that's one of your favourites?
Yes.
Good answer, 100 points.
I know what to say.
You do, you do. But yeah, I mean, it's a nice atmosphere, isn't it?
I mean, everyone's like family here.
Yeah.
So we all have mutual friends. Some of the artists I've met at previous events, and they're all into film. And coming here has inspired me to get back to doing some of my art stuff I used to do 25 years ago.
You know what? A lot of people have said that tonight, that they've been inspired to do more art. And I think that's such a positive thing. And it is, isn't it? A lot of the times, if you're a filmmaker, you're an artist. If you're an artist, you like acting. If you're a fashion model, then you like to go into the acting industry or the film industry. They're all linked. And I think we need to embrace that a lot more and not segregate the different categories.
For so many years, and you know, there's always a way you could fuse them all together, and that's what I love about it.
For sure. You're very inspiring as well, so thank you very much for being part of our red carpet interviews.
I'm going to grab some wine now. Thanks a lot.
Definitely. Bye. Hello, we're here at the Diner Firefly art exhibition. We're coming to the end of the night, but it's already still buzzing. And we met at the beginning of the night, and it was so lovely to meet you. Can you tell our audiences a little bit about yourself?
Yes, so my name is Bibi, and I run a company called New Level Promotions. I direct music videos for a living, and I manage up-and-coming artists. So a lot of our artists, I set this company up about 6 years ago, and it's for artists who express themselves through music. So a lot of them might come from a mental health background, suffer from anxiety, depression, low self-esteem. So I put on events and I boost them with their music. I also bridge the gap between up-and-coming artists and artists in the music industry, because I also affiliate with a record label as well.
That's wonderful. That's so wonderful, because mental health is such a taboo subject still, and it really shouldn't be. And I do feel that the creative industry can really support mental health. And the fact that you're doing that, that's outstanding. That's so empowering. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. This is great. I love women empowerment. This has been a really lovely evening.
Oh, and did you like the artwork as well?
I love the artwork, and my favourite artwork is that one over there. I don't know what it's called, but that one
with the dolphins.
Yes.
The dolphins,
yeah,
yes.
That's my favourite one.
Yeah.
I also work in schools, and I run a project called Safer Choices, where we work with young girls at risk of sexual victimisation through gangs. So if anybody has any associations out there where they are working with, we target vulnerable young girls and run workshops for them all over London. So if you're interested, you should contact me.
Yeah, definitely contact her. Thank you. Where can they contact you?
So I can. So basically, I'm on Instagram. It's at LadyBB_DiceLife.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for being part of our red carpet interviews. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, we're at the Diner Firefly art exhibition. We're coming to the end of the night, but I tell you something, we had to interview Bianca. Bianca is a dear friend of mine. We've been doing modelling for many years, and you've done lots of reality TV shows, and you've inspired me immensely, and we've had lots of lovely girly nights where we've had long, meaningful chats. And it's so wonderful that finally you're here doing a VIP red carpet interview with me. Oh, we made it.
We've been meaning to do this for a little while, I have to say, and finally we get there in the end. But I'm having a fantastic night, so thank you for asking me to come down. It's a great night.
No, it's wonderful. Can you tell us a little bit about what you're doing lately?
So funny enough, I've literally just passed. This is not what I usually do, but I've just passed a massage course. So level 3 in Swedish and hot stone, Indian head and pre-blend. But I'm going back to more full-time in the industry, going back to I'm still doing modelling, now and again I do some shoots. I still do it, well we did a shoot last year. And then I do Ring Girl, I'm going back to doing my thing, and I possibly may have a reality show on the cards if I get on. We'll see how it goes. But I've got loads to do this year, so watch the space, guys.
Oh wow, so it's a positive year. I'm so glad. I tell you something, we sort of pick each other up. You don't see everybody all the time, but when you catch up and you see that your friends in the industry are doing great, it really gives me a lift, and it's so nice. You're such a wonderful energy, you're so positive, and you have so much light. No, honestly, you do. So it's been wonderful to see you. Thank you very much.
I just have to add, I have been doing a bit of presenting. I don't know if I told you.
No, I know. I've seen some of your presenting in the past.
Just do that a little bit more, I think, this year. So hopefully.
No, you should. I saw some of your stuff, some of your YouTube videos from before when you were doing it in the ball pit or something. You were doing it somewhere. I remember. You should do more of that.
I know. Well, actually, BB managed me, the one you interviewed just a minute ago, and we did that together. Actually, it was part of New Level production. So hopefully, we'll get back to doing a few more. Yeah.
Definitely. And what do you think about the artwork?
Oh my God, it's amazing. They're really good artists. My sister's actually an artist as well, and I was looking, I think she would love this event, and also my friend, she would have loved it. She wanted to come, but she had to, it's because it's Easter, she's got to stay with family, but absolutely lovely.
Fantastic.
Amazing.
Thank you, Bianca, for being part of our interviews. Thank you.
Thank you for having me, guys. Take care.
Okay, we are at the Diana Firefly art exhibition in Kilburn, London, and I have the greatest honour to have Britt next to me, Britt Sellers, who is a movie producer and the daughter of Diana Firefly. Can you tell our audiences a little bit about yourself? I know you've got a lot that you do, but very quickly, tell us a little bit about the things that you're involved in.
Okay, so my name is Britt Sellers, and I am 25 years old. I'm American, and I am currently working on a zombie apocalypse film called Blood Brothers Life Harvest, and a animated 2D film called Dagon Troll World Chronicles, which stars the sexy and legendary Tim Curry as a voice actor. So that's a lot of fun, and that's kind of it.
She's amazing. I mean, I actually had a very, very small role in Blood Brothers, and you are the most amazing director, and I'm inspired by you. Although you're very, very young, you are actually such an intelligent, amazing woman. Honestly, I could learn from you. Can you tell us a little bit about why it is that you got into the creative industry?
Well, obviously my mom, Diana Firefly, is incredibly talented and she's incredibly artistic. And whenever I would be artistically or creatively inclined, she would encourage that. And she would also point out where I could strengthen my abilities and where I could use some work. And of course, she praised me every time I did something great. And as a kid, you're like, hell yeah, Mom loves this, so I'm gonna do more of it. So I started writing my own stories, and that just kind of graduated to making movies. And when I found out the kind of excitement and flair and the cool people you can work with when you start making movies, I kind of got addicted, and now I've got the movie bug and I can't stop.
I know, you're amazing. Can you tell us a little bit about your future projects?
Well, Blood Brothers Life Harvest is going to come out as a book this year from Wordwoo's Publishing. And we're not sure who's going to distribute the film yet, but it's going to be amazing. It's coming out later this year. And the film is about two brothers, and they're trying to survive during the zombie apocalypse. And Aysen was actually in the film. I stuck her in a deep, dark cave in Arkansas and had a bunch of zombies in there with her. She decided to go look for zombie nests, which was not a good idea.
No, it wasn't. I died in there. But it was so much fun. I've never been so thrilled to die before. And I loved it. And basically, it was like a family atmosphere. And everyone was so kind and supportive to me. Like, you know, I would do it again and again and again. I would happily die in a dark cave with you directing me, Britt. I mean, it's been amazing. And today, I have seen the fact that you've been really supportive of your mum. You've been supportive through her journey, her ups and downs, and you're a credit to her, really you are.
Thank you. She's amazing, and I wouldn't be anywhere without her. She's my sister, she's my best friend, and she's my wingman of mayhem. So I'm really excited about this art show, and it was great being here and meeting all these cool people. We had a blast.
Oh, thank you very much for being part of our red carpet interviews, Britt. Thank you. And finally, we're at the end of our night. It's been absolutely amazing at the Diana Firefly art exhibition I feel honoured to have interviewed so many interesting people from the industry, actors, actresses, people from the music industry, fashion industry, artists, and so many people have said that Diana's artwork has inspired them to go back and do some painting, or inspired them or made them feel really, really positive and happy. It's been truly empowering tonight, and I'm very honoured that, you know, Eurogedge TV was part of this. So thank you very much for the viewers out there, and we hope you enjoyed our programme.